Howdy everybody, welcome in. It's Monday morning and I thought I'd do a little impromptu tutorial for you all. I know it's earlier than my Watch Me Wednesday, but I thought that I'm in the middle of doing something and I thought that you all might like to see this, so really cool. Hey Kyra, I finished the etchings, I posted it. I hope you like it. I can't believe it's all done. Anyway, I have a quick tip for you all. So you might want to share this. I figured since I'm in the middle of it, might as well show you now. So hit that share button and I'm going to show you. So this morning I finished this little, it's a little runner. It's actually going to go over something at Quilt Market. This is my new line that I'm introducing at Quilt Market called Ancient Etchings, and it's super fun, super colorful. And I'm needing to bind this little guy. So I wanted to show you a tip. So I'm gonna bring the camera over here, turn it down. You're gonna wanna share this because it's a cool little tip and I do talk about it in a lot of my classes. So I'm gonna turn it down so you can all see. So as you all know, I first joined my binding to the front of the quilt. And then you're gonna turn it back and you're gonna hand stitch it down, like we all do, right? Or some people do a really cool machine binding, and that's awesome too. I tend to really enjoy my hand stitching. Anyway, so I want to turn this around to the back and then start hand stitching. And a lot of you use clips or pins or whatever. Well, I've never ever used clips or pins or anything. I'm going to use my favorite little tool here. Now this is easier to do on a smaller piece than a large piece. When I'm on a large piece, all I do is I turn it down as I go with my thumb and I stitch, 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 turn it down, stitch, stitch, so that I never have clips or pins in my way. But when you're using on a small piece, this works phenomenally. This is your fabric glue pen. And all you're gonna do is when you wanna turn this to the back, you're gonna run a little bit of the glue along the inside there. You're gonna pull this back taut and you're gonna press it down so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. I'm just going along and I'm pressing it down and it will stay in place. That glue dries and it will stay in place until you are ready to hand stitch it down. So here's a cool idea too. So say you need this like really quick, like say it's a placemat and you want to have them out for dinner, but you're not ready to stitch it down yet. You can do this, put them at your table, and it'll stay back. But the thing that you got to be concerned about is if it gets wet, yes, the glue will release because it is a water-soluble glue, so it will release. Now, I'm coming into a corner. I'm going to show you what I do when I get into a corner. I do still, oops, there goes my other glue. I still do use the glue to glue it down. So I'm just running the glue along here. So here, let me see if you can see this better. So see how much glue I put in there? I put the glue down and then I just turn it and press. And you can see it's staying down here. Now, when I come into this corner here, I'm just gonna come into the corner. I'm gonna glue the same way that I normally do. I'm gonna press this down and then I'm going to make my miter here. Oops, got a little bit on my fingers there. I'm gonna make my miter and I'm gonna press this side down. And then to keep that miter in place, I'm just gonna pick that up, glue that in the corner there, press it down to the fabric and the miter stays in place. And then I just continue on to the other corner, same way, really quick and easy. This thing is going to be ready for me to hand sew tonight when I'm sitting and watching TV with my husband. And I can get this done super duper quick. See how quick this is? No pins, no binder clips, no nothing. And I'm in my corner again. I'm pulling this down, making my miter. So I want to make my miter, okay? And then I'm going to pull that binding down, press, press, press. There, pull the miter back up a little bit, put a little glue in there so it stays down until I stitch it. And then come along this last side with some glue, pulling it. And wait until you see this. I'm almost done here, folks. This is pretty magical. I love it. I hope you're all enjoying this quick little tip. And yes, I will repost this video so it can live on the page and you can share it with your friends so that they can do this too. So this glue pen is available obviously on my website because I use it. It's like my best friend, my best sewing notion. I love it because it takes the place of pins in so many applications. Even applique, you use it for curved piecing. If you're in my quilt along, you saw me use it for my curved piecing. So you can use this in so many different ways. Here we come to the last corner. Isn't this nice and super duper quick? And then I don't have any of those pins or clips in my way. I can just sit and hand sew this down. So here we come to the corner. Zoom around the corner. Boom, boom. Making that miter here, make that miter, bring that binding down, press, press, lift that miter up to get a little bit of glue in there for the miter. Oh, there we go. And press, and here I am around to the end. Bam! That was super duper quick. Now it's all set and ready for me to go. Looks like a finished piece from the front, but it's not, so let me hold it up for you all. I'm gonna turn the camera up so you can see my face again. So hi there again. So here it is from the front, and it is all glue basted down in the back. See how cool it looks? It is all glue basted down, ready for me to do that hand stitching. The miters are done, right? Already I can sit down and do that hand stitching. So, break out your new best friend, that fabric glue pen, and go ahead and do that glue basting on the back. You don't need your clips, pins, anything, and you can just sit there and hand stitch that binding down. So I'm glad you joined me. Thanks for being with me, this impromptu little tutorial, and I'll see you this week on Watch Me Wednesday for the last week of the quilt along. So 1:30 Mountain Standard Time on Wednesday. See you then. Bye everybody.